Alrighty, here we go. We just played on this map, so you guys should be very familiar and ready to watch this one. See how it goes. Looks like there is tons of action already on A long. Not wasting any time with this one.
As Black Dragon may want it to have some more peek, even a kill from A long. But hey, having the understanding of what Goken and what DCC can do with that AWM, peeking into A long unless they get a really good spawn, is a dangerous decision. So they just literally back up, one watching from the passage, and even looking to back up into the central door. So quite a real passive position coming out from Hey, both A and B. So because of those passive positioning, Black Dragon, they can't really get any type of information.
Trying to throw that one down just in case anyone is real close here. And Yuri is actually. He's waiting in the window. But unaffected so far and unseen.
You also had some flash from A long, so they know it's coming.
Yeah, 2 for 2 so far. As Michael actually just steps out. Didn't expect Goken so close, I suppose. But Logic is going to be taken out at the same time. And that entrance onto A will be successful as T-Cons is going to look to go all the way around. But he does have a member of the Black Dragons chasing him at the same time.
Viana just waiting for his teammate to strike from the back. And Goken gets the kill. Says...
He should have knifed him.
Viana saying, okay, I got 3 kills. Do I want more or... just Goken, you can take one more.
Yeah.
I'll let you.
Spread the love. You did a good job of that, of course. Definitely a good start here for the Black Dragons on this map. And you'll remember they were able to take pretty much all the maps, or the rounds rather, in a row when they did move on to the Blacklist side. So they look very well versed and comfortable in this position.
And the thing is that they can break through so easily. Smoke into the doors. There's no one waiting at the door, just bait positions.
Yeah. Logic able to start off really nicely with the headshot as hopping out there as DGZ didn't expect him to come out so fast. Viana does go down and now actually Hey have the advantage. Just chilling in the smoke here.
Just checking for the side, but still it is a 2v3. Martin looking to plant. Goken looking at the door, making sure that no one comes in.
Sit all the way in the back here. Yuri is going to lay those shots down, and Goken gets headshot through the window there. Michael able to take him out. So, Hey, with a nice little defense here.
I think Kai's got a peek from the window of not Goken, the other member going all the way back to the side plant. So that helped a lot when they came in from the double doors. And this time, Hey actually going deep out in the water. Just falls back after a kill.
Yeah. Adrian just running through, jumping into the bridge. But that's another good start here for Hey. Able to pick off that first one. And Logic is low, but he still remains gun in hand.
And again, Black Dragon controlling a long from the access road. Even keeping the C4 nearby. Thinking of a similar attack they had before into 2A short, 2A long. As Hey actually positioned, focusing a lot more for B site, not A. There's one, Michael in passage.
I like this from Viana, just checking every little angle there. It's a nice little snipe from DGZ onto the low health member. And Hay's just going to go for the retake here. It doesn't look like they're going to rush anything. Just trying to throw in 2 members from short, it looks like, to start off.
Mostly it's going to be the jumps from short. Looking for the timing.
actually gets 2 already, and Michael's able to follow that one up as well. There isn't that much time. They're trying to take out DGZ, and they will be able to, as the defuse does come in, and Hay is going to move ahead of the Black Dragons.
Their T-Cons getting one behind the pillar near the A-bomb site and immediately turning around towards a long box. That was a clutch kill. Their DPS is so high. They can still get that accurate headshot, which is amazing. This time, Black Dragons switching their positions into B side only. No A-long control, and so far, no peak kills with the sniper from Goken or DGZ.
Yuri, very good shot there, able to line up the headshot. He hasn't been the most notable member of Hayes so far, but it looks like he's playing pretty well tonight. Already has 4 kills and has been defending that A short very nicely.
Again, just peeking from the storage, making sure there are no baits.
Alrighty then. Just trying to run on forward and be really aggressive with the sniper. He's not able to get that flick. Goes down. Almost a little bit too overconfident with that play. Spotted in the corner. Immediately takes him out. That's 2 entry frags here from Viana and DGZ.
And this backup is actually not too late. Right next to him already. Kais and Yuri trying to position themselves, but there's smoke from the door, so Kais can't really peek out too quick. He's waiting for that perfect timing, along with his teammate, Bot GGZ.
Oh, and he knows where Kais is as well. Going to spot him there in the corner, but they have the bomb in a position where they can both cover it here from storage, so...
They're not going to peek out.
Yeah.
They just stay there forever.
Zero reason to. They're going to go for it now. Might as well. 2-on-1 as DGZ pops out and picks him off. So 2-2. And you'll remember that Black Dragons and Imperial in their first match, they kind of went blow for blow, went up to 4-4 in terms of rounds. And then Black Dragons won 6 in a row. So we'll see if Hay can stem that tide and deny Black Dragons from pulling that off again.
Because Black Dragon has been focusing, switching their focus from A to B now several times. Yeah, Hay putting out some access road pressure from A long. And switching angle from the double door to the double B door from A short.
It's a really nice flash. Logic really had no chance, but Yuri has been so good.
100 HP still after those shots.
But they're able to clap back our Black Dragons. It looks like they may want to just rotate out. They still have the bomb here, so they can look to mix it up.
T-Con's the only rifler.
All right.
All right, if you can land those headshots with the pistol.
Ooh, not able to land that one.
Got the damage, but DGZ had the jump.
DGZ and Goken together are quite the scary on players, of course. And
just imagine yourself alone going against those 2 snipers.
yeah.
First, they have the AWM, which is sort of like half the damage they can do, but if they miss the shot, they still have pistol headshots. Oh, the main position for Logic is good, and he does escape. With low HP, but that's all you're looking for in that bait position with the smoke.
Yeah. 3 health. But as you mentioned, the job was done. So we'll see what he can do. It doesn't look like he's much of a sniper player, but still is going to just hold on to that and see what he can do. Nice little pop out there from T-Cons.
And also that was a pretty good timing for Viana too, reading the projectile.
I love that step out there from T-Cons.
In an off angle where you don't really expect an enemy to be. because your aim does go into the box and you have to stop in the middle. When you have wrong expectation, wrong information, it's a lot harder to get the right aim.
Easy wall shot there. Yuri able to take yet another one. It's been Yuri and T-Cons here, really the two members of Hay that are keeping them in this game and keeping things all tied up. 3-3. And a very aggressive maneuver from Hay, trying to get on long, but here is Black Dragons as well.
All three members out in the long. They want to catch him. Oh, nice nade.
Yeah.
The don't come at me nade does a whole lot of damage.
And it nearly did like a full kill in terms of health because it hit 2 or 3 members over there. And you can see the Black Dragons now are not going to fully commit to that play. There are 3 members of Hay around that area too, so probably not the best idea. Want to just mix it up and see where they can go.
For this wall shot behind the box, but there's no one. One from stairs, one from passage, so you can't get any wall shots. You do have a lot of bullets, so you can sort of look for any potential damage, so that when the riflers go in, it should be easier.
And they're just waiting on this one. It looks like they may still consider attacking A through short, but Kai's is here, and it's kind of a scary guy to run straight into when he's got his on. Michael as well, coming in from the doors, trying to terrorize them there. And Kai's actually was not able to line up those shots. It ends up being Viana and Goken who get kind of the crisscross angles on them and take them both out.
Yeah, within that time, Michael was trying to rotate from a short stairs. It's up to Michael. Can he get the backstab?
You're going to be spotted here. Michael does not get the backstab, and that is an easy snipe for Goken after spotting him over in that window. And a pretty dominant round win there from the side of Black Dragons, but again, Hay are putting up a pretty good fight so far. It hasn't been very one-sided just yet.
I like the pace control by Hay, even though Black Dragons, they're intentionally going in deep quickly and then slowing it down right after, so that it forces a rotation from Hay. We saw a lot of rotational change when the Blacklist was not attacking. And that often confused themselves, leaving one side open. Especially their game against Hay's game against VG and Imperial. That did happen at least a couple of rounds in first half and second half. So after watching those first couple matches for Hay, I think Black Dragon is trying to do the same, or at least a similar in terms of strategy. They're forcing out difficult position for Hay and trying to catch those positional movement. Because Black Dragon, they do have the snipers, and they're doing really well in this match.
It looks like the choice will be a long, with some attackers from short. Gonna throw the bomb with them on short.
Do like Yuri's position. It's off to the A long where you don't really expect. And I don't think he was caught.
Good timing on that one, but immediately they are not able to defend too well. Logic, the only one able to pick up a kill. They have a good idea of where he is here in this window. And down he will go, just shot straight up in the head before he falls off that box. DGZ is able to shut them down as now finally the first 2-round lead going the way of Black Dragons.
Yuri, I think when Yuri was falling back, did get to see the members running into A long. That's the reason why the flash came early. And may have thought that he has enough time to actually go back to stairs. He was caught in that rotation.
Spraying a bit through the smoke here is Michael, but he's spotted, and as he's reloading, he just gets murdered by DGZ. And now nobody is over there on B to try to stop this one. And you can see that Black Dragons have total control over this map currently.
Yes, B plant, and even worse because you see we'll get snipe angle.
Ooh.
But as he drops, there he goes.
I liked that idea, but the execution wasn't great. Guys.
Timing was also okay, but Yuri was just looking at that position.
Yeah. Ooh.
But Matsun.
Yeah, that wasn't a great look there on the retake. You could see that they were pretty slow as well to get in there. There was only 10, 11 seconds left, and both of them going the same direction. And they're just able to get shut down there. So Black Dragons looking pretty good once again here. Hey have put up a better fight than Imperial.
Oh, but what a start for Hey this time in black from Blacklist. Adrian did get. Oh, but immediately Goken was covering up from. He was just standing still at a spot where you're not supposed to be at, right?
Yeah.
Not at the box, but like next to the box.
Those are always the most awkward angles. Because if you have played a lot of FPS, you always want to kind of pre-aim in, certain areas where you would expect them.
And if you don't expect them to be at certain angles, you end up just moving towards another spot. And when you're just freely moving with no gun, then you get caught right there. That was the spot for Goken. I believe one of the members for Hey was just moving into that A-long far back spot where you can just crouch back and out.
Yeah. And Goken is still alive. He has 1 health, but again, with the sniper, he can pull off some nice stuff. It looks like Hey want to attack in here through storage to B. As here come the nades, DGZ is able to spot them, call for help. Not able to land the shots, though. Trying to do well with the pistol. Can't quite do it. Diana just going to wait for his time, but only gets the 1. Goken, as I mentioned, he's able to pick off 1. Still alive here with 1 health in this match.
To be the problem for... Not a big problem, as Kais can still have a pistol and just go through. But Goken's in a pretty good position and gave Masen the time to go have a big rotation into the storage now.
Oh, they were not expecting him, as that is just going to be the cleanup. He lives with 7 health, so 7 and 1 health there for the 2 members of Black Dragons. And you can see they're able to get on in there and get the defuse. So a really nice strategy overall, and great play from Goken in particular.
Especially when you have low HP. You are already baiting the opponent player to come at you. The problem came when you don't know when they did not have information about where the other member was coming from. I believe they have heard something from the passes or even the doors. That's why they were guarding just from the storage.
Oh. Kais had a really fantastic day yesterday in their match, but so far DGZ has been taken into town. Logic able to spare the blushes, pick up a sniper kill of his own. Don't see him picking up the Alm too often.
So he's going to challenge. But Adrian comes with his teammate down the waterway.
And they have that angle, so they know that Hey essentially has to go down short and long, but Logic able to pick up a 2nd kill. Mazen up the stairs looking for Logic. A pretty long angle and not able to do much. That's actually Hey with a very nice take of the A bomb site.
Yeah, great rotation coming out from Hey this time, as they were able to pick up multiple kills. Logic staying alive after that, a short pickup of DGZ, and goes all the way around into a long. So got pretty good timing and good angle cover for his teammates.
Yeah, and this time around you can see that all 5 members of Hey are just gonna stick over here, and they want to expect and potentially thwart any aggressive plays through storage from the side of Black Dragons. But so far, Black Dragons have stayed on the leash and are just waiting on the bomb site. Looks like Logic has picked up this Alm now. he's the new sniper of the team, perhaps.
Feeling good about his shots.
And here we go. That's going to be the smoke, actually.
It's a double bait here in the box.
Yeah.
And Mazen will just buy time and make some sound for his teammate.
Viana will be the first one that pops out, try to get some kills, but then the second guy comes out that you're not expecting.
As hey, they checked multiple angles of B and they thought something's fishy. We don't really see them. Not even from the door. Like we had a sniper looking at the door for at least 10 seconds or more. And Michael.
I love those little plays. Pop out and just shoot him once. The one tap with the pistol. Take a look at DGZ's position on the minimap there. All the way in the corner. And there you have it. Kai is able to snipe back, though.
And then waits for his teammate. Goken is waiting.
Ooh.
Good timing.
That's another one of those awkward angles, you know. And he's able to get 3 in a row. This guy is so on fire. And hey, maybe taking it for granted. They're like, hey, I mean, we have the advantage. Let's just go on in. It's only one guy. But it's one guy, and he only needs 3 bullets to take out all 3 of you.
Goken with 12 and 5 is surely the superstar today. Final member Michael gets one more headshot. Yeah, but out of time.
Yep. And there you have it. 8-4 is the lead for now. And, you know, you mentioned the time. There was a ton of time spent. It was like a minute and a half there on the left side of the map, just kind of dilly-dallying before they eventually went in. And it wasn't a very well-executed play as they were moving down a long. And, of course, Goken, I mean, with the super play to be able to take them all out. And so far, the snipers have really been the guys that change and make the difference in this map. DGZ and Goken, they are racking up the kills and making it so difficult for Hay to come close to any of these bomb sites.
They only need, Black Dragons only requiring 2 more rounds to close out the map. And again, whenever they want to spread out at least a little bit,
Ooh.
the sniper is peeking into all angles. Falling apart.
Yeah, this is rough. I mean, we talked about how there's a lot of feelings that go into FPS games and how you're feeling on the day. And it can be so overwhelming when there's just a couple of snipers that you can't seem to break through. It just feels like nothing you do is going to work on the attack.
Yeah, for riflers, it's not as bad, but as a sniper losing all the time against the opponent's sniper, it's a different level of feeling that you get.
Yeah.
Once you know that you can't really break the opponent's, either they're waiting for you with the crosshair or they just quick zoom you out.
Yeah. That's always the worst feel. Where you're just losing the straight up 1v1. T-Cons, he has the double kill though. And he's able to pick up the rifle. But again, there is, looks like Adrian is on the site actually. Goken is covering from below short.
But has 40 seconds, but C4 all the way out in a long.
Yeah, he needs kills, and he is not going to find the angle. Not expecting Adrian up there. Doesn't check the box either. Maybe feeling the pressure from the timer, and now 9-4 means that the Black Dragons here on Black Widow might once again pick up a win on this map that they called their favorite map of them all.
As Hay is trying to break in, have to be gathered up. They can't just be cut down one by one all over the map like the previous round. So they try to go in a long. There's a good flash.
And that's how you do it. That's how you break somebody who is, you know, sitting a couple of snipers on the one site. You attack from 2 angles, you throw flashes, and you get in there. Mazen trying to retake this one with his teammates.
Logic steps down. Yeah, but Kai's ready from that radio, but Adrian does kick him out from that window.
That's another kill here for Decons, though, 2 in a row, and he is going to be able to defend their bomb and take yet another round win. We haven't seen any crazy comebacks just yet in the tournament. You know, where you're down 5, 4 even rounds and come back and tie it up or anything like that. But we have seen a couple of extra rounds. We'll see if Hay can win 4 in a row and bring us there.
And with Logic going down from A, yeah, Goken feeling he's in the best shape of form right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He goes out, gets a kill, immediately retreats, even without his teammate.
And this is rough. When you're on blacklist, down a member. We talk about this from time to time.
And Hay is trying to go for that B site, or there's a double box bait from Adrian and Vienna.
Okay. Nice little entry snipe there.
People should feel that it's not, you can't find anyone.
Right, pops out.
Whoa.
Oh, that is really slick.
Lakais gets the second kill from the A site.
Totally flash for now. Kais is just lighting them up, and it's only Adrian. He's behind this box still. And he's able to stop the plant. Yeah. 1v2. There's still a minute left. And so you would have to give the advantage here to Hay that have the bomb on B and will look to plant this.
Yeah, this is a position where you let the plant go through.
Ooh, not quite able to land that shot as there you have it. Hay, slowly but surely, a couple of rounds in a row, trying to come back in this one. And let's see how the Black Dragons want to, you know, how they want to mix it up, because so far it has been Hay actually looking really strong, and they have been favoring this B side.
Finally, a somewhat of a position swap for Black Dragons, focusing a little more towards the A site, and also at this time, no more baits, but they want to wait for some flash timing so that Adrian can go into storage and look for those massive kills.
Looks like maybe just straight up short is going to be the answer here from Hay. They've got 4 members in there. You can see that T-Cons is firing. He's kind of been their ace, so I would like to have him with the team, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case for now, as there is no committal actually on short. That's a nice lineup from Kais to start them off. They take that really hot sniper out of DGZ's hands.
Now, that's a big opening towards the center double door. But, of course, going through that door, they can be sandwiched from 180. And so far, the movement has been for that B side, less than a minute, and we see a big rotation coming out from Black Dragons.
Take a look at Mazin. He is in kind of no man's land, and it actually might benefit him if he can spot them on short, but he does not. As they should have a good idea that they're in there now. You see Goken is spotting them and is going to lose that duel.
Oh, Kai is playing so well in the second half, cutting down all the snipers on his own.
Yeah, so much of it is about feel, and he's getting it back. The golden touch. Maybe trying to bring us to the golden round, as there is still a chance to get there. Adrian going to be shot at. That's a good idea. Throw the flash. Guns a-blazing, trying to get in there. It's up to Viana. He is 1v2. Not quite able to land those shots on the Kais, though. They're just going to wait for this one. Not enough time, and he is taken out. Hay win a 3rd round in a row. And they're only 2 away from tying this up and bringing us to extra rounds.
Can they get that 2 more in a row? I think one of the reasons why they're doing well is actually Black Dragon stepping over the line, especially with the snipers. So they're changing it up now, bringing DZZ into B site from the bomb plant, looking to get that window kill. Now, will Hay know this positional switch?
Well, spots him, but can't land that crucial shot.
They almost had the shot. Now, with that information, I think hey, they want to consider maybe going into A long and A short. Which is also really hard because oftentimes DTZ just moves around the map, forcing positional change. Did not happen too many times in this matchup. But let's see how well Hay is having an understanding of that change.
I love this extra man. Having Goken here and covering this angle will be very crucial for stopping him. But actually the timing is a little bit off, but he's still able to get that shot down as Adrian able to poke out and help out with this one. But the attack will come in as DGZ able to trade one back, and now it's only 1-on-1. Viana desperately trying to make his way over to the bomb site.
He picks up the C4 but backs up immediately. Viana gets the headshot, and that's a map point for the Black Dragons.
Yeah, it was looking a little bit dicey there towards the end. They gave 3 rounds over to the side of Hay, and that really is a testament to the staying power of Hay and how they're not going to be giving up here easily. But the Black Dragons, rather, at the end, will be the victors, at least here in set 1. And we'll see how they do coming around. You can see that Hay are definitely able to put up a good fight.
Yep, and Black Dragons, especially the 2 snipers, DGZ and Goken, started to lose control a little bit. They got the first shot fired. They have quick reflexes, but the shots weren't connecting as much in the second half, allowing Kawis to strike back immediately. That's why he was winning so many sniper duels at that moment too, where DCC is actually the first one to peek and shoot, but misses the shot. So better focus in the later half for Hay, but because of what happened in the first half, it is a win for Black Dragons.
Absolutely. Taking a look at some of the highlights here. Mazin with some good flanks. But really, for the majority of this game, it was really about those snipers, including Kai's towards the end, because we were talking so much about the Black Dragon snipers. But even, Kai's and Logic from time to time.
I can watch that all day.
Yeah.
Sweet sniper shots.
Yeah, just good stuff overall. But guys, it looks like we're actually ready to jump straight into the next one as we are moving on to Subbase for our second map of this match. So let's jump into it. Hay up against the Black Dragons once again. And here we go.
As we got Subbase, Black Dragons now going with that front blacklist side. Getting some control over the machine room. Nothing fancy going on. Hey, just changing position into the normal 1AC, down 1A at the bottom, and behind the rockets and upstairs at B site. Black Dragons already setting up for hallway and the machine room attack. As they spent a few members from the machine room to get some wall shots into the locker boxes. But hey, they've seen nothing from A site so far. Only a few smokes into the lockers. They already passed off the second floor.
Oh, Viana able to spot them there coming around the bend, but so far, Hay getting the best of them. Kai's able to get a double kill. And yes, DGZ has his trusty Colt, but can he take out 2 of them? The answer is going to be no, as a pretty aggressive starting maneuver here from the side of the Black Dragons into that B bomb site, able to be thwarted. So nicely done by Hay.
The backups were real quick, and also some great flash moments where You limit the vision of your opponent and also their movement. And if the sniper is actually behind the rocket, can't really do too much unless you get the perfect peek when you jump on it. Could not really handle the members of Hay, as CZ himself was alone at B site. But that was a good check. After the machine room, the smoke flew into the locker. A standard B side attack.
Just poking here through the smoke. Maybe they can land some shots, but outside of maybe 7 damage, Yuri is pretty much untouched. And slowly but surely looking to group up over here. Maybe make their way into A.
A few bullets traded, but not enough damage for either. Black Dragons, they're considering of doing some peeks and pokes, but the C4 is still dropped near the warehouse. And Goken was still in that machine room. And it's actually only DGG with that AWM. The rest of the members with the AK.
Trying to lock it down. A very aggressive play once again. Similar, and he did not expect T-Cons this time around, but even kills. As they have taken control of this bomb site. Bomb is going to go down. The smoke is there, cutting them off. See Michael and Yuri trying to slowly make their way in, but Mazen is going to take them out, and Yuri will follow. Mazen with the double kill, now a one-on-one. Looks like a little bit of a pistol battle at this point in time, and it is actually going to go the way of Mazen, who was able to reload and take that AK out once again. Logic trying to go for the aggressive play. So 1-1 here on subbase.
A slower attack into the B site, as Black Dragon got a really good entry kills. Still lost a lot of member from T-Con, but overall, good check. Ooh, Mazen missing that shot. Was not ready. He was thinking that the opponent would be behind the box. That's why the aim was so high up. Yeah, Logic also finding Mazen a bit of a surprise. Could not really get too much damage done.
Yeah. And I think it was a little bit of scouting too. He's like, oh, they're not really here.
Oh.
Logic not able to take out the 4 of them that come in very aggressively. Although it looks like the bomb is going to get down, and Kai is able to open up here onto Adrian. Nice amount of damage onto the GZ. Yuri takes out Goken elsewhere. I believe he was actually behind him.
Yes, Goken was trying to strike from the shutter, but shut down easily. So 4v3 in favor of Hay. Great flash.
Yeah, absolutely
Kai's on
fantastic.
fire.
It's up to Mazen. There's actually not that much time left, but he went for the fight instead of just trying to buy some time. So that's a bit unfortunate that he could not stop them, but Hay will move ahead 2-1.
It was basically 4-2, and because of smoke, he didn't know all 4 were coming down, or there was at least a member or 2 from the side. So I think he just went for the fight instead of just running and buying few more seconds for the bomb to go off. So aggressive position from Kai's again. Does not find the shot, but not bad.
Yeah, I like the idea. You know, they're pretty consistently coming into the machine room. Maybe you can get a quick kill, which we have seen from time to time. And Black Dragons, because that last aggression worked so well, I think they might just go for it again, because the defense here for Hay at this bomb site is a little bit weak.
Only Logic and Michael up on AC.
Yeah, I like the way he handled that. Able to take out one before going down.
Lufiana getting another headshot after a pretty good flash from the Hay.
Viana able to get that bomb down without taking too much grenade damage, which we often do see behind there.
This time the retake seems much harder, as the time is still ticking down.
Yuri spots him hopping through the smoke, and here comes Kai. He's extremely aggressive, gets mowed down by Mazen with the double kill. Here comes T-Cons. had a fantastic map 1, is able to take the first one down. He's incredibly low, though. And only 5 seconds left. There is another one, has to go for the defuse, but does not have time. So there you have it. Mazen able to protect and tie it up once again.
And Black Dragons in sub base getting tying it up to 2-2. Still already pretty good of a result from the Blacklist side. Hey, let's see their focus putting 2 in AC. Maybe a double A bottom and the backup from Shutter. Can be a better positional change. I think Black Dragons wants to try attacking into A many more times. This time, gathering info into the hallway control room.
Oh, he's not able to react in time. Viana turns the corner and easily takes him out. And here comes the aggression. You're in a pretty good spot, but he's taken out. Double kill from Michael here with the spray. And now Logic on the flank.
Goken 3 kills on his own. And DGZ seals the round for the Black Dragons again. Decide it's good to be at a base spot at the Shutter, but once your teammate goes down from the B side, you are just wide open for extra shots. So that timing from Black Dragons, controlling the lockers first and then coming into Shutter was a beauty. Making sure they don't lose as much from the baits.
Yeah, definitely a good strategy there. And if I'm Black Dragons, I think that I would probably just go for the A plant once again. I mean, both the times that they went in there, it's just been a trade of kills while they get the bomb down, and they've been able to defend it pretty well. And it looks like they have a similar idea, although DGZ is kind of on the offside. But this time, hey, I've also thrown a couple of defenders in here, so nice positioning for Michael. Logic able to poke out, maybe trying to get 2, only gets the 1. So pretty even for now. Yuri able to spot him jumping up and takes him down.
A 2-2, but the rest of the members were not really seen. Elsewhere on the map, there's Goken. DGZ is trying to come in from the hallway.
Ooh, DGZ not expecting him there, and from behind, Goken does get claimed. And Hay will strike back. Maybe it was a little bit too obvious that they were going into A because even Hay was prepared for that strike.
That was a weird attack where Black Dragons didn't really gather up for one attack. It seemed like 3 of them wanted to have... 3 of the members had one idea, and the other 2 had a different idea in that attack. But still, they did manage to get 3 rounds already in the first half. Maybe trying different steps of approach to throw Hay off.
Only got a couple of guys in the vent. I think Black Dragons, they see something that works and they kind of just, continue for it.
Again, going for the control room. Comes down, but Yuri this time doesn't stay on a spot.
Ooh, actually claims him through the smoke.
It forces the rotation into the AC and then goes down A bottom. Smart choice, but Logic, what a shot.
Logic is there right with the headshot, and you could see Michael was a little bit taken off guard, but still is going to survive. Bomb will go down on the A bottom. Boston just able to try to spray through there. But now it is 2-3. Bomb is down. DGZ able to defend it pretty nicely there. All right.
Another headshot.
Michael not 100% sure where he is right now, and is able to flick and get it, and will get the defuse. Hay is coming back to health, as Michael just barely is able to win that one.
DGZ got the first. He's got the site control first, but the shots did not really come through, as I believe he was just holding a pistol. Maybe the first shot missed and then led into a pistol shot. Just not enough in time. As Goken, this time it's Hay put full pressure out into square.
Look at T-Cons. He is in their face.
Trying to catch anyone coming from access.
And yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate position there as he knew, well, they could come from both sides. The machine room is going to be totally cleared. Logic is all alone. Not able to react on time for that shot. And it's 1v5, so just trying to get the headshot, and he does. And you never know, right? The tiebreaker comes down to kills, and it does come down to headshots eventually, so getting that extra one could make the difference. You never know.
The attack points, it does count all the headshots. Just peeking as there was a pressure into a machine room last time. Finds not much. I would like to see Black Dragon trying the access into the road and control room again. Because the vent has been pretty much open from Hay.
It's a little bit of a sneaky spot from Logic. I love it. He's not going to be able to get that second player, though.
And today back out. Because they lost the timing. No one was actually in AC. Exactly. A good call for Black Dragons. They got 1-1 trade.
And we had another little trade elsewhere on the map, actually.
I believe Ticons was trying to step out from the hallway. Got caught from the square side, and did you see? Whoa. Yuri barely stepped out into the control room, but got killed.
Just DGZ things, I suppose. And they're going to re-attack this A bottom here. Nobody is actually in. It's only Michael and AC.
Yeah, good tempo control after knowing one's in near AC. The other has to be at B site. And Adrian stacking kills to himself, 4-0 for now.
Yeah, he actually disconnected, came back, and picked up 4 kills, so he's 4-0 at this time. Not quite able to get that quick shot, but either way, good attack here this time around from Black Dragons. Pretty even going into the half, but of course on Blacklist. Black Dragons able to get an extra round.
Still a big lead, I would say, for Black Dragons. As now Hay is trying to attack with a start kill, with the beginning kill of DGZ from the lockers into machine room there. I think Hay could have just went into a bottom, but they lost the timing.
Oh, trying to find the angle of Skies, but he just gets lit up.
DGZ is using a illegal skill called teleport. From lockers into shutter into the control room.
Yeah, it's like
he's all over the place.
I can avoid this. I can avoid this sniper if I just, if I go where he isn't, right? Well, he's everywhere. He is omnipresent. Is DGZ at pretty much all times.
Sub-base, he's
not even line that one up, but he's got the pistol.
Surely a map where if the other 4 others are standing still, you can go back and forth. As the backup can come a lot easier.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide map.
Guys, he does strike back. Good. Early kill. Catching. He had a pretty good spawn. So immediately went with the crosshair into the control room. I think that was a kill through smoke too. If you don't control the A room into the stairs, sometimes the global risk actually comes out to the A road and stay behind that double box.
All right, trying to get the angle, spots him from behind. He's trying to light him up again. Can he get the quick shots? He does, and now he's got a pistol, but he did his job. You can't really ask too much more as Adrian is able to pick up the double, and Gokin finishes it off with the extra kill. 7-4 is the score here from the Black Dragons, and they have not had any luck here on Blacklist.
When this happens, This is another big strength for Black Dragons as a team. Hold on us just rushing into machine room. And now Black
Alrighty.
Dragons there have got the feeling, says, okay, let's just take them apart. They're waiting for us. We can strike them before they actually make the initial move. Yuri just going around the map near the shutter. This is the spot for Yuri. He's been staying in this place in the first half.
Yeah, doesn't matter what side he's on, that's where he's going to be. And he is going to be taken out, so not much he could do there alone, 1v3.
Now 8-4. So 2 more for Black Dragons will be match. Their second match of the day. Looks to be a pretty good stomp. But hey, they have their power come back in the later stages of the match. So far, just controlling the machine room again, hey. We'll get a good kill into DCZ this time, who was way too aggressive in that.
Trying to spray him down there, Rizviana. Able to get a couple of them, but Yuri does strike back. Goken waiting, seeing if he can pop any heads with that pistol. And some pretty low health bars here for both Kais and Yuri, but they're still going to attempt to attack in through the lockers.
Ooh, good check for Adrian. This guy's almost slipped in there. Might have been fed with the information that someone's there. From the side angle now, 2-3. Yuri Logics trying to see any type of opening or big rotation from the square. Don't really see anything as Mazin's just waiting in that A room. And Goken Adrian just keeping still near that B side, making sure no one's coming in from the hallway or lockers.
All right, the slow
Let's
maneuver.
see, Goken, can he get the kill?
All right. Made it look easy, too. This guy has been on fire. He's got the most kills here on this map, too. Yuri all alone. He knows where Goken is and is not able to take him down, so Black Dragons have at least secured some extra rounds, if not the entire match here. And let's see what they can pull off. That's going to be a good start. Nice little headshot from T-Cons.
Needs to get the kills go through. Kai is ready. Almost lost a shot, and Mazin connects. Again with that headshot, matching it into 4v4. And where did they go? Logic just dropping the C4 in front.
They're setting up for this one. Some smokes coming out, some flashes, trying to spray through. Mazin able to get the one and gets shut down. 3-on-3.
Yeah, lots of flash already used, but because it could be the last round, taking this slow, and it's actually working out for them.
Yeah, I actually like that strategy. Expecting Black Dragons to check on in. Here comes T-Cons again, spotted and snipes him real quick.
And now all up to one last remaining member. Can DZZ do the miracle?
Oh man, T-Cons. You know, we never really got his point of view, but we saw all the people who got sniped by him, which is a pretty unique point of view for us, obviously. Just to see how it feels to get dominated like that. As I believe T-Cons had at least three, maybe 4 kills in that last round.
Finally a round for Hate in the second half. And they need at least 4 more. And I like the changes from Black Dragons now, staying still, keeping 2 together. And as long as they can have the control over the event AC, the A bottom seems like it can be defendable.
All right, here we go. Gonna throw in some flashes. It looks like through the hallway is going to be the attack point for Hay. Very aggressively in, but a couple of nice stops here. Michael able to get him without too much action. GGZ from the shutter, looking for that angle, and he is able to pull off that last snipe and pick him off and get the round and match win here for the Black Dragons. Will secure another 2-0 today and a very dominant performance. They're going to end up here after 2 round robins with the 4-2 score in the standings.